Hi guys, Ancient Warrior here. Welcome back to Prepping USA. Let's talk a little bit more about over-the-counter antiviral products. Now, when I talk about these antiviral products that are over-the-counter, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse or a paramedic or anything else. I'm just a layman. The stuff I'll tell you about is stuff I'm using. And let's talk about why. Number one, folks, I take command of my own health. I'm in my late 60s and I am not taking any kind of over the, pharmaceutical grade things. I take vitamins and that's it. My health is very, very good. I was checking my blood pressure last night and it was 117 over 63. And my heart rate was 59 beats a minute. For a big guy, that's not bad. So let's talk about over-the-counter antivirals. Folks, number one, colloidal silver, colloidal gold. The two by themselves, I have a bottle of it at home, and I put a couple of drops under my tongue every morning about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then at night. I feel extremely good. And I'm not fighting any virals or anything. I don't, sure as day as I say this, I'm going to end up. I don't normally get the flu because I'm working with all the natural stuff, and the number one defense against any illness is maintaining a diet that's worthy of keeping you alive, not surviving. The next items are all going to be considered stuff that you can cook with. Oregano, sage, basil, fennel, garlic. I use a lot of garlic when I cook, folks. Lemon balm. Peppermint. Peppermint, just the smell of that running through the house. Peppermint and spearmint for aromatherapy is good for your overall wellness, your mental state. Rosemary. Echinacea. Everybody has heard people talking about taking echinacea for a cold. Flu too, folks. Ginseng. Ginseng is an energy producer. It's also an antiviral. You can get it in a liquid or a pill form. Or you can buy the root and make a tea out of it. Now, everything I've told you about to this point, including dandelion, you can put into a tea ball and put in hot water And 4 or 5 minutes later, 15, you then can have a drink, a tea to drink that will help you fight off virals. Hydrogen peroxide, food grade. Now notice I'm saying food grade hydrogen peroxide. If it comes in a little brown bottle, it's for wound care, for disinfecting. It's got other things in it. If it comes in the white bottle, a solid white bottle or a glass bottle, this is food grade. 1 drop per ounce in distilled water will help your body fight off things like pneumonia and colds and flus. Back in 2010, I came across this in 2010. I took a trip to Las Vegas. Now, I was being lazy that year. I decided I wasn't going to drive, and I was also being cheap, mind you. Lights on the car was on. And mind you, I was being stupid. I was lazy and cheap. So I went to Las Vegas. And how did I go? By Greyhound bus. Never do that again. That's a story in itself. That's a petri dish. I'm going to tell you. A Greyhound bus is nothing but a petri dish. So, I get back from Las Vegas, and I'm hacking and coughing. A few times I thought I was going to cough up a lung. I go to the doctor. And he said he couldn't pin it down. Nobody could seem to pin down what was wrong. Excuse me. I wasn't running much of a fever, but I was running some. So they treated me with antibiotics and went to work on it. That was in November of 2010. I'm still hacking and coughing at Christmas of 2010. And the doctor's looking at me going, I don't know what's going on. And all of a sudden he started talking about doing lung biopsies. Oh, no, 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 no. Sir, you are not going to stick something down my throat and, take a piece of my lung out. No. So I've been doing some reading and research on the internet, and I felt like crap all the time. Well, a lady friend of mine who she's into holistic medicine, she said, have you ever tried hydrogen peroxide? I said, well, I use it on wounds and stuff and minor stuff for disinfecting. And she said, no, wrong kind. So we went to the health food store and I bought a bottle of 35% hydrogen peroxide. Got it into a little dropper bottle. And then we went and got got a bottle of distilled water. And we put a drop per ounce. We shook it up, and I started drinking it. Morning, noon, and night. One of the first things that started happening to me was I started sweating real bad. And I mean, I sweat now, but nothing like I was doing then. Within 2 weeks, the cough was gone. I went in to see the doctor, and he said, looked at me and he said, "Oh, it finally went away." And I said, "No." I said, "I made it go away." I told him what I had done. Now, also in my hydrogen peroxide water, I was putting garlic juice, ginseng, and about 3 other things. Oregano oil and rosemary oil. Believe me, that was quite a taste. But I drank it anyway. Within 2 weeks, I was feeling great. 3 weeks to the day, I started coughing again and coughed up some crud out of my chest. I said something to my friend about it. She said she had done the same thing. Folks, and I can't tell you if there's any medical proof that it works, but it does. We're addicted in this country to pharmaceuticals, whether we like to admit it or not. Matter of fact, we're getting to the point to where our society is becoming too sterile. Kids don't play in the dirt. They don't eat dirt. You know, they don't run and play outside the way they should. The healthiest kids you'll see are the ones who get out and get dirty and play in the dirt and chase through the woods or the fields and stuff and have a good time. But folks, these are the things that I suggest that you keep in your home at all times. Now, we'll talk about other things I've got another video planned for essential fats to help you be healthy if you're sick. Now, one of the things I want to point out to you, I told you to get ginger. You can get these in pills or in a liquid juice that you'll have to keep store in the refrigerator, or the root itself, the ginger root itself, and make a tea out of it. That ginger has always been used to calm your stomach down. Same thing with green teas. You want to keep green tea around. I drink it just about every night. So, with that being said, guys, have a blessed day. And remember, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. I'm the Ancient Warrior, and I'm out.